What up, y'all? It's your boy Scoob, and welcome to another episode of Item Crash Diecast. Yeah, did a little shopping today at Walmart. Decided to head out and go to Wally World today, y'all. But our Walmart usually don't have nothing. Like I've been saying in my past videos, they don't be having jack. But today I was surprised, very pleasantly surprised. They had all the stuff that was pretty late, but hey, like they say, better late than never. So I pretty much stocked up, went a little crazy, splurged a little bit more than I really planned on, but I basically said to myself that, hey, I might not get another chance of, getting these again. So basically I pretty much racked up. So anyway, I'm gonna put my arm down before I get too tired, and then let's get cracking. My background down here on the counter is a little jacked up because I got them cars standing up. Let me straighten that out. All right, let's get the main lines out of the way, and then work our way to the premiums. Wrong Porsche. So yeah, we got these two. Let's discuss the Porsche first and foremost. The Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7. Y'all can take a better look before I bust it out. Yeah, it's the casting I've been looking for. Wanted to find one while I was at the Dollar Tree a few weeks ago, last month, but yeah, I didn't see it over there. Maybe I kind of overlooked it, but hey, I got it now, and I'm glad I got it. So yeah, I mean, it's got almost the same basic construction of all of the old school Porsche castings that Hot Wheels made. A little bit of the Magnus Walker 911, a little bit of the 934 RSR. Sorry about that, y'all, but I had to give it a little bit longer thought so I won't get anything wrong. But yeah, now this looks good. I mean, this looks great. And there's the front, little Porsche logo. Then you got the Porsche on the back. Got the tail lights and the 75. Yeah, if you didn't notice, or didn't know at all, this is the 75th anniversary of Porsche as a company. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, and this looks really good. I can't wait to see the other colors that Hot Wheels will come up with. So yeah, and this is nice. All right, for our second basic main line of today is another Automobili Pininfarina Battista. you know, if you have trouble pronouncing that, it's not really that hard. It ain't hard at all. You just gotta, you know, break the syllables down one by one, and then just put a little bit of that Italian flair into it. And pretty much after that, it's all second nature. So yeah, I've been hearing a lot from people that really don't like this colorway of this one. Yeah, and I can kind of see that. I can understand that. But you know, this is actually some people thought it was, you know, something that Hot Wheels made up. No, it was something that, you know, Pininfarina made up themselves. Hot Wheels just happened to put it on there, on this Hot Wheels version. But yeah, you know, it ain't necessarily my cup of tea either, but they did it so tastefully that, hey, I'll take it. Just as long as, you know, this car look, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. But basically, I like the colors themselves. This is pretty nice. The Pininfarina on the side. Automobili Pininfarina. Yeah, that looks good. Got a little bit of the graphic right there. They're supposed to be coming out with the white one pretty soon. If they haven't already. I'm trying not to be wrong on that one, but all I do know is I love this casting so much that I'm pretty much going to go after every color of these, every single one that they put out. And that's not something I always say about the main lines. I'm trying to cut down on them. But this casting, yeah, this is nice. I still got the plain Jane one right here. The Target red. It looks so much better, but you know, I'll take this black and blue one too. And white. Black, blue, and white. Pretty nice. So anyway, let's get straight to the premiums. Okie doke. Trying not to make this video too long, but we got so many cars to discuss. A first one is, yeah, let's start off with this one. Yeah, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL from Jay Leno's garage. All right, let's crack it. You kind of have to bust them things open with your thumb from the back once you get the blister off. I still bite my nails, so you know it's a little bit tougher for me. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty nice. In fact, this is actually my very first 300 SL casting from Hot Wheels. My very first one. Well, my very first version anyway. And fortunately for me, it happened to be a premium. But yeah, you know what? I'm not really. I love Mercedes, and you know I would have loved the Gullwing Coupe, but you know I've never been the biggest fan of the Gullwing because the doors cut in too high on the sides, too far into the roof. I know, you know, it was a race car, but you know, then that's why it's designed, you know, like it is. The chassis underneath. Always doing that. Yeah, the chassis underneath kind of dictated how the doors would open, hence the gull wing style. But anyway, you know, once you see these cuts, you know, you really can't unsee it. So that's why I kind of think the Roadster looks a lot better than the gull wing, to me anyway. Some people, that might be considered as a sacrilege, but you know, I like the Roadster a lot better. It's cleaner, it's easier to get in and out of. But anyway, I've talked enough about that. We're burning daylight here, so let's get to the details. If you don't know, this is Jay Leno's, you know, actual race wear on this car that he owns in his garage. So that's supposed to be like that, you know, the torn off number, the gray paint, the gray marks for the paint coming off, the paint chips. That's all race wear. So I thought that was a pretty neat touch, and it's pretty much clean on this other side. So I thought that was pretty nice. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get the RLC versions of the 300 SL going, but because of the gaps in those doors, they kind of bother me a little bit. But I will at least, you know, buy more of these gull wings from the Car Culture premium sets. So anyway, that just about does it for the gull wing. Now let's get to the next car. Oh yeah, before I open it, this is the 72 Mercedes-Benz 280 SEL 4.5 from the Otto Strauss line. All right, let's get cracking. You know what? This is actually a pretty sweet casting, and it just so happened to be the first time I had this one. I passed on the blue one, the first one, which was like a darker bluish green one. Never had one. Almost, I should get one before the prices get too high. But anyway, yeah, this is nice. You know, this is pretty sweet. Yeah, I like this. The one thing I will say about it is that, you know, you see that it got the curtains in the door. Are those curtains? I would have left those out, if I'm honest. It kind of, you know, distracts from the rest of the window, from the rest of the car. Once you, like I said, with the doors on the gull wing, once you see it, you really can't unsee it. Sorry, but not sorry. That's all I gotta say. But you know, this is nice. You know, old school Benz, slammed. You know, even the wheels are pretty cool on it too. Usually, don't really go for these type of wheels unless it is on a really old school car. But you know, this works. The license plate. Benz 280. And, you know, there's the grill. I don't know, this is pretty nice. Yeah, there's a, before we close this out, there's a shop right around the block from our house. It's specialized in, you know, foreign car parts, foreign cars, working on them. Yeah, it's a shop. It's not really working anymore. It's just really used as a junkyard now, for cars that got into wrecks, you know. But anyway, they still got the same old school Benz and bugs and buses that been sitting in the front lot since, you know, I was a kid. And that been about, you know, 30, 40 years ago. And them cars are still sitting out there. It's going to take a lot to restore them. It's something, man, I can see it now. You have to not only get it running and cleaned up, but you got to redo that entire interior, because you know rats have been, you know, pissing and shitting up in there. Oh yeah, that's a job. Somebody who takes on them cars, they got their work cut out for them. All right, let's go ahead to the next thing. I'm tripping. All right, the next car in the Auto Strauss is the Alpine A110. A lot of people, they don't know how to pronounce this either. Most people, they're not familiar with it, so I get it, Alpine. But no, it's actually Alpine, because, you know, it's a French brand. Probably bouncing off of Renault, which is another name that people don't, most people don't know how to pronounce either. But anyway, let's get down to business. We'll talk about that a little bit later, once we get this baby cracked. Yeah, really like this too. This is another casting that I tend to collect most of. So far, I just only got the blue one. I stripped the other ones, the ones that were in gray with like the orange numbers on them. And whatever. We'll get to that another time. Right now, I want to talk about this, the premium version in the Auto Strauss series from Car Culture. So yeah, this is pretty nice. I know I keep on saying that. You know, the graphics, you know, they do have that, you know, inkjet printer, you know, vibe to them. But, you know, it's all good, at least on this one. Say Alpine, you know, people should really learn more about cars they are not that familiar about. You know, it's fun, man. That stuff is fun. I know people, they prefer to stick to what they know. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you got to branch out a little bit. You know, broaden your horizons a little. It's more to life than just, you know, American muscle. More to life than just even JDM. But once you learn about cars like these, man, it just adds to the fun of it for me. Adds to the excitement. Just brings it all full circle. You got the headlights. Now you got the tail lights. And once you start looking at, this car, plain Jane, the real car, it's actually a nice little looking little car. It's got that, that little French funkiness to it with the fog lights right here. But once you get past that, this is actually a very nice looking little car. A very neat looking little car. So yeah, that's the Alpine A110, folks. Let's crack these other things up before this video gets too long. Now we got the Fast and the Furious Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. Not only one, but two of them. The reason I picked up two is because, sometimes you got to bring two home to see one that's the least messed up. Because sometimes you bring them home, and if you don't inspect your cars properly enough before you take them out the store and go home with them, you'll find that one of them end up getting fucked up. So it's best to come home with two, if at all possible. So that's exactly what I did. All right, and I could use this one for customs. The other one anyway. And the reason why I picked two of them up is because I could use one for customs, and then they just had so many of them hanging on the pegs. So yeah. I should really be using this thing more often to open these blisters. This comes from my tire tool for my bike, to get those tires off of my bike. But it works wonders for these blisters, for these cards that get a little too stubborn. So anyway, yeah, this is pretty nice. This is something that I've been looking for. They had the other castings from the Fast and Furious line up there, the cars that were supposed to be in this set, but I just really wanted this one. I'll pick up the other ones at a later date, but anyway, yeah, this Porsche is the one I wanted the most. And, it does not disappoint. Not in the slightest. GT4 on the back. Got the front with the headlights. Yeah, this is sweet. Got a little ant right there. Get that fella out the way. Yeah, this is my second one. Sorry for the silence, y'all, but just figured I'd show y'all this number 2 to my number 1. But anyway, I'm tripping. Don't really know what to say. I'm really speechless right now. Probably making my video longer than I should. But anyway, there's the Porsche Cayman, folks. But yeah, another thing. I got the other versions, but of the very first Cayman casting from Hot Wheels, it's nowhere as good as this. I'm still going to keep those, especially for comparison. But they're nowhere as good as this one. Oh yeah, they did it, the 718 right, man. They did it right. All right, yeah. Here is my McLaren F1 from Jay Leno's garage. Yeah. I'm glad to have it. That's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I want to touch on is these scratch marks. Not good. Probably end up going back to Walmart and getting the other one that I didn't pick up. The reason I left that one behind is, I was already spending too much damn money. But, if not, I just order one off of eBay. But, it is what it is. I'm just glad to have one finally. It's not too bad. All the scratches are really up here on the roof. But anyway, I like the red stripe on here. Kind of adds something to it. Some people didn't like it, but they just don't understand. Yeah, some people didn't think it was supposed to be on there, but it actually does. Because that's what Jay Leno did to his McLaren. But anyway, you got the headlights, the badge. McLaren badge, old school. If you can even consider McLarens as old school now, I guess you can, since this is basically a 30-year-old car now. So yeah, you got the tail lights right there, and then the vents. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I got some other F1s, but those were just mainlines. Really glad to have a premium version. Missed out on the NFT McLaren F1. Well, this one anyway. This casting, but that one was just way too expensive anyway. I just would rather create my own custom version anyway. So there's that. The McLaren F1 from the Jay Leno's garage. Again, for the 13th time, maybe 15th time. Yeah, I'm glad to have it. And finally, for the last car of the evening, is the Bentley Continental from the Matchbox Moving Parts series. Okay, y'all got a good look at that. Let's get cracking. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Besides the gaps, the door gaps, it's actually not that bad, Usually, the doors get painted a different shade of the same color that the rest of the body get painted with. But the painting on the doors actually look pretty well blended in, so no complaints there. But you know, the doors, they don't look too bad either, considering all the doors that we seen on the other castings in the Matchbox moving parts series. So it's a win either way. The front, which is the headlights and the grille, the Bentley plate right there. That's a really nice looking grille and headlight job right there. Really nice job by Matchbox. And now you got the tail lights, the Bentley emblem, and the Bentley license plate. So yeah, this looks really good. And then you got the doors. Not a great steering wheel, but hey, at least it ain't on the floor. Okay, on the side. But yeah, I really like this color combo. The sparkling dark gray with the tan interior. Very classy. Very fitting for a Bentley, indeed. So yeah, there we go with that. Let's put it all together. So I'm going to close all this out and put everybody back in the huddle. So anyway, I know this has been a very long video. Anybody who has concerns with that, I apologize. But, you know, I had so many cars. I had probably, you know, one of the biggest hauls, you know, all year. I was excited to get all these in my collection. So, anyway, I guess I can say thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, start watching more of my other videos. Yeah, a lot of people say it's the algorithm, but come on, you can't blame the algorithm. Come on. Just start watching more of my videos, man. Because, you know, those likes, you know, that I've been getting on my other videos, man, that's some bullshit. I know people got things to do, but, you know, I be seeing videos on other things that be, I don't know. Just watch my damn videos, okay? So anyway, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.